Okay. Welcome, buddy, to Elite Dangerous. Just a friend wanted me to play this. I don't know if I'll meet them tonight or not. They said they'll be on later. Thought I would check this out. I've played through the what do you call it? The tutorials earlier on. A couple years ago, earlier when this was a newer game, I played through the tutorials. I got to the combat and I said, "Oh, I hate the combat. It's so bad." And I just kind of put this game down, didn't touch it for a long time, even though it looked really cool before. So I picked this back up just recently because I was asked to, basically. And it's a pretty cool space sim. I was just looking for an item earlier today. I guess that's what this is where I am. Maybe. Let me see if I still have that. Yeah. 6 days left on this one. I was asked to play this. I didn't like it originally. It seems okay. It seems pretty good. I named myself something funny. My ship's name is the Heavy Metal. And I'm pretty crap at everything. As you can see, I have no XP for anything except maybe Explorer, because I've gone a few places. So let's take off. There was an update recently that lets you auto-launch and auto-land. I had trouble when the game first came out, or when I was first playing it, rather. I had trouble landing and taking off because you have to go through this, looks like a mail slot, to push a lot of buttons. And you have to maneuver very carefully through this. I hope the volume balance isn't too bad. It's hard to tell until I've done a test recording. This is basically my test recording of gameplay. So this is the auto launch mechanic that just came out a couple days ago. We will be seeing a lot of this and a lot of the auto land. I believe it also takes you out to mass lock distance. You can't jump to hyperspace. You can't do frame shift until you're a certain distance away from things because of the gravity of the object. There we go. So what we're going to do right now is I want to go to the navigation beacon in this area. It's not here? There. So we're going to have to go around this way, increase speed. I'm still mass locked, so I have to get away from the station. I'm not the best pilot either. So if you're motion sick, maybe this video is not for you. Okay. It was over here. No, it's up. I have a little radar on the left, actually at the bottom here. If I were just to fly there at sublight speeds, it would take me a year because it's 423 light seconds away. So let's... Oh, I'm still too close. Let's get further away from the station before I can frame shift. The effects, they did a lot of work to make the effects of space travel really cool and really look nice. So let's charge up the frame shift.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Then you go to above light speeds. That time is going down to 2 days travel time. And it'll become even less to get that 423 light seconds. Now we're down to 17 minutes. 17 hours, rather. This is not perfectly safe, by the way. Even though I'm cruising along at incredible speeds, there are enemies that can pull you out of frame shift. They like tractor beam you, and you have to either escape from them by driving out of the tractor beam, basically, or you have to fight them And I'm terrible at fighting, so I don't want to do that. Down to 5 minutes travel. I'm not even at top speed yet, by the way. I'm a little bit under 50%, as you can see by the throttle in the chat. Throttle's on the right there, the temperature's on the left, radar's in the center. Whatever you're locked onto in that top left is what you go to. 15 seconds. So you can scan like all these things on the HUD that are coming up. You can scan them to no, stop, please. Once you really get going, though, it takes a long time to slow down. So I'm going to have to do a loop of shame here. Which is what you call it when you fail. I have to go around the underside of this sun. Let's pick up a bit of speed. I believe I can now loop upwards. I'm still a little bit close to that sun. If you get too close to it, it'll pull you out of hyperspace automatically, and you'll have to deal with the heat damage potentially. So, okay. I need to go a little further before I pull out of frame shift. We're getting there.
Warning, temperature critical.
Yep, I'm getting a little bit close to danger levels there. Let's say 5 light seconds, 0.5. I know. It's fine. Getting closer, slowing down more. You have to really be easy in this game with what you're doing, which I'm not super precise with my movements. There we go. Now we want to get close to this nav beacon and scan it. And all around nav beacons, this is a natural gathering place for ships. So, of course, this is a good place to get ambushed by pirates. So you want to be very careful. Oop, I flew right past it. How did I do that? I thought I was much farther away than I was. Let's do a 180. Let's do a nice split S, like we're dogfighting in the 1910s here. Let's slow it down. "200 meters away." It's very close by astronomical standards. Actually moving backwards now. That guy's not a nice fellow. Did I not scan this? Didn't scan these guys. He's a nice guy, though. He's master, but he's clean. Deadly is the rank of, like, how combat capable you are. Okay, so I guess it's not really super safe to sit here, but I'm looking for... Got information here. I'm looking for... Hold on. Can't go here. These are light years away. These are different systems, I believe. Let's look here again. Why did you do that? Is that like an automatic move to get me out of the way of someone? Anyway. This is somewhere in the Sharur system, which is where I am now, I believe. Yep, Sharur. I started here at Arceus Port, rather. Let's go through all of the different planets, I guess. Sharur A3. Can't land there, so it's probably not that. This one's suitable for landing. A3A. So this is cool. Inhibited by mass. I'm too close to the sun. So while the frameshift drive is charging up, let's get away from the sun.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage. Warning, temperature critical.
I know. Let's get away from the sun. You can lock your head to where you're moving, or you can unlock and look around. So I've never landed on a planet before, because this is literally like my second day playing the game. So I'm not sure if it's going to allow me to auto land like I can with the star. There we go, interdiction. This is someone trying to pull me out of warp here. You have to fly like this. I'm gonna get away from him. There we go. You can also report people if you're in lawful systems. You can report people that tried to interdict you or attacked you in general. Okay, where was that I was flying towards? Did I completely go around in a circle? I think I did. Still didn't find it? Where are you? What's all this stuff? Oh, people have jumped over there. Degraded emissions? No. Is that going to Sharur A2? I went way too fast, so I'm going to have to loop back around. I think I was on flight assist mode, which automatically will slow you down, but I wasn't facing it, so it sped me up. This one. We're looking for signal sources to scan, and with that we will find a specific capsule that we'll have to pick up with the cargo scoop and return to the base I started at, basically. I could go a little faster than this. Do we need to wait 20 seconds? The problem is I don't entirely know where it is. I scanned the nav beacon yesterday in hopes of having it tell me where it is, and I got something that's like, I don't know everything about this game yet, obviously, and it says I received mission critical information, but I couldn't find where the heck that was located. So once we're within a few light seconds, we should be able to drop out of frame shift any second now. It's like 0.15, I believe. You don't want to do it too early, because then you'll be flying for minutes and minutes in sublight. What is this over here? I guess we'll find out. Resource subtraction zone. Okay. Ah, great. Perfect. This is really what you like to see. Oh. You got me. I think I'm flying backwards now. I've been tractor beamed. Oh no, I'm still in warp. Cool, 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 cool. I escaped, but I don't know how I escaped. Should be able to drop out any second now. Okay, I think I'm still a bit far away from here. Yeah. 0.32 light seconds. Ah, damn. I don't know if I'm going to be landing on this planet or not. It's a gas giant. It did say that it was suitable for landing at, right? No. Sure. A4? No. A5? Oh, this is the one I wanted to go to.
Frameshift drive charging. Engage.
Went to the wrong planet.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
But yeah, if there is an authority in a certain zone, this is an anarchic zone, I believe. You can report people that try to mess with you like that, and it will put a bounty out on that person by the police. But I believe this is an anarchic zone. There's a bunch of pirates around. I've landed at a pirate station and traded with them. So I'm pretty sure this is a lawless area, this system. Which also makes sense that this would be a valuable place to go scavenge. I did use the assisted supercruise, I believe. If you try to keep it relatively close to the circle, the closer to the center of the circle, the better on your HUD. Yeah, it's adjusting my throttle for me. Which makes it easy to sit here and talk to you. If you power up your weapons inside of a legal zone or a no-fire zone, you get a warning by the local authority. There's usually no-fire zones around each star system, starport as well. Slow down, machine. I'm slowing down as hard as I can. Why did you do that to me? I was actually throttling down like crazy before I got that close. But whatever. Super Cruise Assist maybe isn't all it's cracked up to be. When we get within about 0.5 light seconds, you can drop out. Depending on the size of the planet, you might want to get a bit further back. If the gravity well is particularly large, you see the gravity well by the yellow circle around the planet. Once you're in that, you're in orbit, and you'll have to achieve escape velocity again before you can escape, which is sometimes not great. And if you're in too steep of an orbit, now we should be close to the gravity well because it's given me the near surface type HUD. Should be dropping out of Super Cruise any second now. We're down to only 111 kilometers per second, which is slow compared to our usual speeds here.
Orbital flight engaged.
There we go. Now we're in orbit. And I wanted to look around for signal sources. SD wake, I don't think that's anything. Somewhere around this planet, I do believe.
Orbital flight engaged.
As long as you keep it above the orange, you're ascending. I'm relatively sure that this thing I'm supposed to find is on the surface of the planet. I don't think I have the expansion that lets you go down to the surface of the planet, so not sure if this mission is doable. I'm definitely coming in too steep on this.
Orbital flight engaged.
That? Just gonna scan all these dudes. Ah, there we go. Now I'm out of Super Cruise. Let's see if it's possible for me to land this or if I'm just going to crash like crazy. Now, I'm not moving this, by the way. It's wiggling around by itself because of the gravity. I believe this is an atmosphereless planet, so it shouldn't be too hard to enter. It's too steep. Up a little bit. This should be more like it. Is it possible for me to even land here? Yeah, the Horizons expansion is required to land on planets, so I won't be able to do that. I don't have any expansions. This is the base game. So I don't think I can actually do this mission. I might have to just give up on it. Let's leave it alone. I might be able to still find it at some point. Let's show you what warping between systems sounds like. Where was my original dromy? So I had to make 2 jumps to get to here. Let's just open the galaxy map. I can't jump straight there. Let's see, I'm in Sharur now, and Dromy was somewhere around here. Maybe I can just... I'm rotating around like crazy, Jesus. Fly straight when you go into menus, please. Where is this? Oh, Tiet. Dromy is over here. I'm pretty sure I won't be able to jump straight there. Let's see if I can. Oops. Maybe I can. Yeah, it's too far to go in one jump because of my small craft. So I'm going to have to go back to... Nope. Galaxy map. And stop off at Wolfsgren? Wolfsigen? I have to keep doing that. Okay, Wolfsigen is over here. So I don't really need to do that necessarily. Let me remove my plotting of that for the moment. And just go to Super Cruise. I don't really know what I'm doing yet. Maybe I'm in Sharur now, right? Turkanap. I just want to get to Super Cruise, damn it. How about we achieve Super Cruise by going anywhere in this system? Come on.
Frameshift drive charging.
There we go.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Okay, now we should be able to... Whoa, unless I go like crazy. Let's move over to... Wolves again. Every time I hit that escape key, it's the wrong one. It's like backspace or something. I will not slow down. I need to warp there.
Frameshift drive charging.
So here's what jumping between systems looks like.
4, 3, 2.
It's very similar to normal jumping to frame shift, except this is just a really fancy loading screen, basically. Ooh. It's quite scary. Why don't we take a look around here before I head back completely? This is a red dwarf star, I believe. It's going to be another star. Once I get close enough to my scanners, we'll check it out immediately. I don't think there's a nav beacon in this. This is an anarchic section. It's uninhabited because it's just 3 stars together. There's nowhere for anyone to live. Let's go as fast as we can without overshooting our speed. It would really be fun to play this with multiple people. Just have, like, not necessarily the multiplayer portion, which I am online right now, but just to have one person that doesn't know what's going on be the captain and tell you what to do, and then have me, who has something of an idea what to do, to actually control it. I think that would be pretty fun. If I can get someone on the channel to play this with me at some point in such a way, that would be pretty cool. I think I would have to be live streaming it for that to be a thing, though. And I don't know how good my connection is for live streaming, by which I mean it's not good enough at all. It's going to be a bit of a trip. It's still 4 minutes. I'm going to have to speed up even further. Still 12,000 light seconds away. It's going to take 4 minutes to get there. The reason you go to these areas is there will be unknown signals. I've looked at a bunch of them, but I haven't actually gone to pick them up because there weren't the mission one. But you see unknown signals, and you go there, and it might be an ambush, it might be some salvage you can pick up, it might be an escape pod with a passenger in it you can rescue. It could be a crashed nav pod thing, and you can scan that and get some money when you return it to a station. There's a ton of things it could possibly be, so you want to check out all of the unknown signals possible. There's a few signals that are always guaranteed, like you saw the resource collection area. Those are different danger levels, and you can mine there. I don't have the ship set up for mining, so I can't actually mine right now, but I could probably scavenge by following another miner, and if they miss any chunks, I can pick them up. It seems like cheating, though. I don't think they'll let me do that. Getting much, much closer now. Let me nose up a bit. I also find that I roll from side to side very easily because it's bound to the mouse. You move mouse left and right, so the x-axis, that makes you roll. And roll is relatively useless because there's no air friction in space. So there's no real purpose to rolling to one side and then pressing like down, yoking down, so you yaw upwards in that direction to turn faster. I'm not really sure what the purpose of the rolls are. So by the way, we're scanning this now. See if I can just scan it and zoom by if there's nothing here. Yep, nothing special. Okay, so in that case, let's nose up a bit. And I wanted to go back to... where was it? It was the Dromi system. I can't get there yet.
Frameshift drive charging.
And turning is also quite hard when you're moving at this kind of speed. So this is me turning. That's how fast you can do it.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna have to make one more jump, and I hope my fuel can hold out that far before I get back to Wolf. What was it called? Wolfskin? I'll never remember ever. We're going to Wolfskin now. Let's check out one of these identified signal sources before we go home. Degraded emissions. You can see it's threat 0, so it's not a dangerous place to be. Degraded emissions, probably also threat 0, yep. Threat 0 means there's no one there, so there's no likelihood it's going to be an ambush. Let's drop by here. You see they have a certain time limit up on the top right there. It belongs to no faction, it belongs to no state, and it has 32 minutes on them. These appear and disappear with that time limit. It's basically whatever was there will dissipate. It's just to keep things happening in a zone, keep you as a player having things to do. Oh, also, I didn't mention, you want to keep a lookout for stars, because the hydrogen from stars... Oh, cool. I found a new planet by accident. You want to keep an eye out for stars, because... That must be this. Yeah, okay. Looking for that... I lost it. There it is. You want to keep a lookout for stars because you can scoop hydrogen from stars if you orbit them very carefully, and that can refill your fuel for free. So when you're low on fuel in space, you can stop by a star, and if you are willing to take the risk, can refuel yourself for long journeys. Going multiple light years like this, I think this is a 5 light year journey on like 1 or 2 light year segments. So that takes a bunch of fuel. We're almost there. I'm not sure what MM stands for. So let's pick up some items. Heat dispersion plate. This is just some scrap, it looks like. Let's slow way down. Cargo scoop open. So on my radar there at the bottom left, you can see a little indicator. That's where my cargo scoop is. I just literally drive into it and grab it. That was an ugly grab, but I did it. So with this, you move very slowly, in astronomical sense anyway. I overshot. Hold on. Right there. See, I'm moving at 2. I think that's like 2 kilometers per second or something like that. I don't know. It's still very fast. We can actually speed up a bit. This is pretty far. You have to be going less than speed 40 to even think about picking these things up, or else they just kind of impact off of you and it does more damage than being usable. So cargo scooping is very delicate. Shoot. That was another ugly grab, but I did it. Heat conduction wiring. This is like some poor vessel has crashed out here or had a bit of damage, and I'm just picking up the pieces off of it. Shield emitters. These are usable by you, by the way, for upgrades. That was a better grab than last time. You can also hear the air jet thrusters pushing me around. It's a nice little effect. Mechanical scrap. This will be worth selling. On my first info retrieval mission, I got like a unit, a container of algae, a container of bio waste, and something else, and that was all I could fit in my cargo hold of 300. So some things are notably bigger than others. These are just like 2 or 3. I'll get a good grab eventually, don't you worry. It's totally behind me. Like I said, I hope you don't get motion sick. One of the friends I play games with, we can never play 3D type games with him because he gets simulation sickness, which is a phenomenon first noticed with flight simulators back in the 80s, I believe, but became translated to video games. Any kind of like first-person 3D video game can give people that. It's basically, I think, if you... It's like motion sickness and headaches. More shield emitters. This is pretty junk. From playing these types of games, it's I guess your brain thinks it's too real or something. Nice. And makes you think you're actually moving. Back to Dromi. Let's see an actual inhabited zone here.
Cannot comply.
Oh, that's right.
Frameshift drive charging.
So this is a high security area. This has law. It's very safe, unless you're like a pirate or something. And I'm clean because I have nothing illegal. So this is a good place for me to go.
3, 2, 1.
I'm going to be almost out of fuel by the time I get there. I think I'm going to be at like 25%. So this is like right on the edge of my effective travel time before I have to land and refuel at someone's station. Luckily, they are very cheap to buy fuel. Encoded emissions. System authority, that's a friendly vessel. That's relatively dangerous. People like to attack that because it's high threat. Harmless, that's not a combat pilot. Ooh, that guy is wanted though. He's not very dangerous, but he's like a low-level criminal. Too far away to see what that is. I'm looking for... There... Is it this? No. Looking for their station. Is it this over here? That's the resource extraction site again. Once you've scanned something, you can see its orbit. Drone me 4? No. How about we just be smart about this? It's over to the right too. There we go. We have to do another super cruise to get there. Oh, did I move too high? Now, I can just put my head back and let this do things for itself. It'll lock on automatically. I don't have to throttle up and down. I don't have to aim at the target to approach properly. I'm also going to show off the automated docking because I think it's pretty cool. They play a bit of classical music, like what was that movie? Was it's called like 2000 or something? 2000: A Space Odyssey? 2000 AD maybe? They play a bit of classical music with it. You'll see what I mean. It's really cool. This has greatly added to my enjoyment of this game because I'm not the greatest pilot. Flying around doing space stuff is kind of cool, I guess, but I didn't enjoy the combat, and I didn't enjoy the difficulty of flying around by hand. And having most of this stuff be automated now means you can focus on doing your own stuff. You can think about, you know, your speculative trading, or I'm just doing scavenging right now and salvage because I'm very broke. I have less than 40,000 credits. Okay, so very realistically, you also have to approach the dock, and you have to requesting dock permission. You have to be within 4,500 meters, I believe, to request. I'm not entirely sure why that is. Also, this one's a pretty difficult one to dock at because it's rotating. Not all docks spin. I've also had the automatic dock crash. I bumped into something with the auto docking on, so it's not perfect. Okay, let's request docking. Oh, hold on. I have to do this. Auto dock in progress. Here we go. Pretty cool, if I do say so myself. And this thing is in fact called the mail slot, which is exactly what it looks like. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to land after I've, you know, shown off the automatic docking procedure. There we go, it automatically deploys landing gear too. I'm going to look for any new work for myself, sell some of my loot that I've been picking up, and I'll say thank you for watching Elite Dangerous. This game is pretty cool. I sort of regret being so turned off by it earlier. So maybe we'll see more of this. I wanted to show off multiplayer if I can get some other friends together to play it. and it is multiplayer online. You can play it solo if you want, which I have been doing because I'm scared of high-level players just destroying me. Yeah, I would probably recommend this one if you like space sims. And as I was saying about simulation sickness earlier, for some reason it didn't seem to trigger simulation sickness with other people that get it. So maybe it's the infinite blackness of space doesn't bother people. I don't know, really understand. In real life, it certainly would. But yeah, if you like this game, check it out. Probably see more videos of it coming up. Thanks for watching.